I decided with my small savings, I'm going to sell this bar. I'm going to sell my car, and move to the village. I told my parents, they were shocked. My mom was like, do you ever sit down and think what you are saying? But this thought of moving to the village was here 6 years ago. So this home was my grandmother's and grandfather's home. This home was left abandoned. It was looking badly. It was so bad. Eventually, we renovated the place. It took us around 3-4 months. And this is home for me, yes.
How are you dealing with societal expectations? Uyo sai anafaa kuwa ameolewa, akona watoto. What does she even mean? She built this for herself. Where is the man?
Yeah, true. Yes. I tend to think that I do not follow societal expectations. I keep on following my excitement. My rule is just simple. Follow what excites you till you cannot follow it anymore. There are so many women who are locked up somewhere. I have to wait for something to happen so that I can do things. You do not have to wait for you to get married, to have kids so that you can build your life or build a house. Go, do it.
There comes a point when you start questioning the life you were taught to chase. For Eddah, those questions became impossible to ignore. Was life really just about growing up, going to school, getting married, finding a job, and then waiting for the years to pass by? She felt there had to be more, more peace, more meaning, more connection to herself, to nature, and to the life she truly wanted. So she made a decision many people would consider risky. She sold her car, sold her business, and moved back to this abandoned ancestral home in Githunguri. What stood here before was neglected, quiet, and almost forgotten, but slowly she rebuilt it from scratch. Today, this space has become a beautiful reflection of the life she chose for herself. A renovated home surrounded by nature, a stunning fence, organic food growing in her compound, and most importantly, peace of mind. On today's episode, Eddah walks us through why she chose village life, not from a place of lack or struggle, but from abundance, intention, and fulfillment. And honestly, I really hope this conversation inspires some of you to slow down and ask yourselves what kind of life you truly want for yourselves. Always happy to have you here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And now let's listen in to Eddah's story.
So hi guys, my name is Eddah Wanjiro. I used to have businesses, but now we are going to venture into that during the video.
Okay.
And I am in Kiambu County, Githunguri. I moved from the city to the village.
Yes.
And I'm 1 month old here and I'm enjoying it so far, so good. Yeah, and you're karibuni sana. You're most welcome to the village.
Thank you so much. Githunguri is absolutely beautiful.
Thank
this
you.
is actually my second show in Githunguri.
Oh.
Yeah, I was interviewing Kelvin the other time in his livestock business.
Yeah.
And every time I come here, the views are absolutely beautiful.
Yes.
How is it for you here, man? You guys, it's like you're living in the Garden of Eden.
Yes.
How is that like for you? Just knowing these are our views and this is now where you call home.
Like you said before, you just see the abundance of God everywhere you go. Like the abundance we are told of, everything is in abundance. And that is something that reminds you of the nature of God. And then you keep on, now you trust in it and you're able to demystify the myths that the village life is this, like the scarcity mentality. Ukikuja kwa village inaisha kabisa.
Yes.
Because everywhere you touch grows.
Everything grows.
Yeah.
And I love what you've mentioned, the scarcity mentality. And I don't know where things changed or what changed, that we began seeing the village as not so cute, not so posh, and then we started definitely praising the urban places. For you, how was that like? And when did that mindset shift, like, oh my goodness, it's actually in the village where abundance also is?
Yeah. Okay, it started when we were young. Most people would see the village life is the good life. There is money in the village, in the city, and there is scarcity in the village because you do not have money. And to most of us, we were brought up with the fact that money is the abundance. Money is the everything. So, but when you grow up and you start living the life, you start getting the money, you start questioning this reality that we are sold to, and you realize it's not what we were told. Because at what point will you ever sit down, Lynn, and say, I have enough now, I have enough money? So we started questioning. Like for me, I had to really question things. Am I just born to live, learn, grow, get married, get kids, work, and then die without experiencing this kind of thing? And once you come to the village and see the abundance that is here, you are so grateful. In the city, there's a lot of competition. Everyone wants the same things. There's scarcity, so there's grabbing. And here in the village, there's community. That is one thing I've learned within the 1 month I've been here. The community here is amazing. And there's anything you want. Like you can mold your village life the way you want.
Yes.
Yeah, how you picture it. Your vision can come into a reality without so much competition, and then there's no scarcity here. Yeah.
And part of the reason I was really interested in sitting and having this conversation with you was something you just mentioned. You started questioning, why am I here? Is it just to go to school, get married, get a job, and then I die? And I feel like there's section of us that are really asking those questions. Would you walk us through that? And maybe even before we get to your why, because I believe that is your why you wanted to come back. Could you give us a bit of your backstory, maybe how you were raised up, and also seeing your parents raising you guys up? Did you know there was a different life to what they were trying to give you?
Okay. So for me, I've been raised up in a middle home. There's no much suffering. I've had everything that I wanted. Born in Kisii County, raised in Nakuru and those areas. And I've gone to boarding school all my life. And I have another sibling. We are just 2 sisters and 2 loving parents that I appreciate up to today because they mold me. Then after school, I went into campus, and after campus, I started questioning life when I got my first job. I was working an 8 to 5, and I started questioning a lot of things there, the pressures there and everything. And then I was like, no, I want to do something different. So I ventured into business, and I started a beauty business, a beauty spa. That's what I was doing till last year, December, when I decided to sell it. And it was doing very well. And I was based in Kericho, then I moved to Nakuru. Then after doing the spa business, I started my product business. I make formulated products for myself using organic products. And that business is still what I'm running on even here right now. Then COVID happened, and I had to close down my business in Kericho. Poaching and other issues that business come with it, and they mold you into a bigger person eventually. So I closed my business, came back to Nakuru to stay with my parents. Like I had to really start from zero, and that COVID period was it for me. That COVID period, I really awakened. There was another version of me that awakened, because I sat down and realized I have done the spa business for a few years, 3-4 years, and I'm coming back home zero. Like there's no place I will ever sit down and say this money will ever be enough to make me free. I started asking myself, what does freedom really mean? What does it mean according to the societal expectation? What does freedom mean? Which is mostly have enough money to do this, to do this. And for me, freedom is, now after journaling, I journal a lot. During COVID season, I had, I think, 3-4 exercise books. I have just written my thoughts down. I was asking myself, why am I here? At that point, I was listening to a lot of Miles Monroe work, book, videos, and things like that. And I did not want to start a spa business, honestly, but I think it was not the right time to move to the village then. I wanted to do something different, not the spa business, but I didn't know this was it. So after some time, I stayed home for around 6 months. I recollected myself and I said, let me come and start the spa business again. So I picked myself up, started the spa business, and it picked very well. I don't know, I have the grace for business, I think.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so I did that in Nakuru for two years around there. And then last year, but by the time I was doing that, I was still journaling. So I was still defining what freedom looks like for me, not for anyone else, because there are things I was questioning at that point. We have religion, we have marriage, we have work,
education.
Yeah, we have education. So there are so many things that I was questioning, and I was coming up with things that I would want different. I was even telling my mommy, if I get kids, they're not going to school. If they do this, like, there's a part of awakening that comes with rebellion. And then after rebellion, you come to the fact, you get to the space that you just don't want to rebel again, accept the reality as it is, and do something different for yourself. Yeah?
Nice.
Yeah. Because you cannot change the world within a span of a day or anything. So I continued with my business, but last year, I started feeling the urge of not doing business. Like I was exhausted. And the businesses are doing well, mind you. I was in the middle of either going big or going home. I told my mom, I'm thinking about whether I'm going to extend a branch somewhere in Nairobi, because my product business was doing well. I have a branch in Nairobi and in Nakuru. So I was like, I'm either getting my spa to Nairobi or I'm going home. I am in the middle of there defining what to do next with my life. And there's a point you get in life where you bedrot, you don't have any energy to do anything, and you're wondering why. So I started asking, why don't I want to really do this? But this thought of moving to the village was here, I think 6 years ago. We used to come here to look at my mom's tea plantation, and I would tell my mom, I'm going to live here one day. I'm going to live here one day. And I'm, huku kwa msitu, you see, there's no one here. You're alone here. What are you doing here? And so that time, I think I got the revelation that it's now time. It's now time. My goal was to save till 2028 so that I can start this village life. So I have everything in order, everything. But I think I was being taught that you have everything you need.
Right now.
Yes.
At this particular
now you're
moment.
wasting time. And I think there was something, there was some point last year where we were in lockdown. I don't know whether it was Mandaman or what. And I saw how everything was at standstill. How you could just lose your position within seconds. How you can just go to zero within seconds. And then I was like, no. The next time there will be a standstill in Kenya or anything of that sort,
find me, I'm gone. I'm gone. Find me in the village. I'm out.
I won't be in town. Where you're wondering where you're going to get your next meal. I will be in the village, able to farm my food and come to it and do whatever I have to do. So I made the decision in around April to move now this year. But But I was like, do I have enough money? Do I have enough? I didn't want to sell my businesses as of then. And then it came to a time and I realized my spa business needs you physically most of the time. It's not like the product business. And so I decided with my small savings, I'm going to sell this spa. I'm going to sell my car, shoo, and move to the village. I told my parents, they were shocked. My Gen X,
yes.
They were shocked. Like, my mom was like, do you ever sit down and think what you are saying? Yeah, but she doesn't know the thought process of journaling until I came to that idea. And how I know that my God, I know I am the God, I create my own realities and there's a God leading me. How I know I'm being led is how fast I had to liquidate those things. Within a month,
you had found a buyer
of both things, and I sold them cash.
Wow.
Si mambo ati installments,
yes.
Sijui hata mambo nini.
It's cash.
Yes.
Si madeni.
Like God was telling you said you don't have this and this for the village. Here, I've provided it for you. Like you have everything you need. So December I came here. My idea was to do a cob house. Not because I didn't have money to do this kind of a house. It's because I wanted alternative housing methods. And when I was here, I looked around some fundis. We came with them here, looked at the property. They did some measurements. And I realized that we don't have people who have specialized in it really well. So I was like, I won't waste my money in trial and error. And then pesa isha, I don't have a stable home to stay in. So let me just renovate this home.
Yeah.
So this home was my grandmother's and grandfather's home. Those are how many years ago. I remember there's a time we also stayed in this home with my mom and my sister. So they used to live here, but when they both passed, we've laid them to rest there. When they both passed, this home was left abandoned. At some point, it had workers who used to pluck tea in my mom's tea plantation and my dad's. But eventually, it was just left. It was looking badly. It was so bad. It was so bad. So when I came here and I realized I'm not going to do the cob house, I told my mom, I'm renovating that. Oh,
the one that was here now. Mom is like
very bad.
And I've had conversations with your mom. She's she's such a comedian.
Yeah, she is.
So she was just like, well, where are you gonna start, honey?
But she opted for that idea eventually than building a cob house. Because they're like, nyumba ya matope huko Eddah. People say you've run out of town because you don't have money or you know. Kukinyesha unakuja unaona, which is not true. There are people who are doing cob house, really nice cob houses. It's just that maybe I didn't want to do trial and error at that point. I had my eyes fixed on a budget. So eventually we renovated the place. It took us around 3-4 months. And I'm here today.
And this is now home.
This is home for me, yes.
I want to take you back. It's good that at least you've touched on a bit of capital for the renovation. You've set up the place. It's pretty amazing. From the fence. I see you in the process of also landscaping. I've seen your 2 dogs, the chickens. We've had my kienyeji. I don't know if that's straight from the farm. But there are a lot of things that are happening. And I love that you've been honest with us to tell us, Lynn, I sold my car, I sold my business, which forms part of the capital. I want to touch on the land because this land is very ancestral. I'm looking at your grandparents' resting place, which is actually, it's been set aside pretty well. It's really neat. And I can just imagine the peace that is there, even when it's like a resting place, like for real, you know. But not many people have the privilege of knowing where to start matters land. There are people who are struggling with even affording a 50 by 100.
True.
It's such a struggle. Could you walk us what that meant for you, and also knowing you have parents that were able to hold your hand and say, Aya Wanjiru, don't worry about it. Is it land? Here is land that you can go and start.
Yeah, I am so grateful for my parents because of their hard work and how, because okay, this is ancestral land, but they had given me options.
Yes.
This is how badly they do want me to come to the village. They had other pieces of land that were not in the village. So they took me around. We have this in Gilgil, we have this here, we have, there was one touching the tarmac. Wow. And I refused. We have this here, we have this here, and I told them no, mi nataka tu huko Githunguri huko, somewhere very close, very far from the tarmac. In fact, my dad at some point told my mom she wants somewhere far from the tarmac. Did you hear? She wants somewhere far from the tarmac, like somewhere interior, like somewhere very quiet. So I'm so grateful for them that I had this, because if I was to start and buy land and start building, it would have taken me longer. But if for anyone who is at that point, start with what you already have.
Yes.
What is it you have in your hands? Just start. Everything else will align. Will align. I've come to know and understand that when it is the right time, everything will happen the way it's supposed to.
Everything falls
into place. Yeah.
And another thing that I have also loved in this conversation was how you being honest and telling us this place was very abandoned. And I was having a side chat with your mom, and we were just talking about the number of abandoned lands that we have in our country, where we need to now work on changing the mindset and making sure that there is a shift in people realizing what we left in the village is not scarcity. What we left in the village is gold. Maybe can we now look at life the way it's going and come to the realization manzena kama tuliacha gold tukakimbia kufinyana hizi sides.
Exactly. It's so important that people learn that, and I am so grateful for your show, because yours is reclaiming our identity through the soil.
Thank
you. If all of us had, you see, the mindsets that are here, sorry to say, we still have the people who are left in the village, scarcity mindset and everything. But us who've gone, we have skills, we have things that we can help the village. So imagine if everyone went back to their homes, went back to their village with this mindset that you now have. What can you be able to do? You can do so much with the little places of land that you have.
So thank you for that. Let's talk about the community. You've said here you feel like you have a community. Could you paint for us the difference between your previous life and now, and knowing that you are coming to, yes, it's ancestral, but it's also practically a new place.
It's a very
for
new
you.
Place for me.
How are you forming friendships or relationships with the members in the community? And how is that like for you? And also, are there people looking at you zile za sasa huyu anajifanya ametoka Nairobi? Like, could you walk us through that?
Okay, so I'm loving the community so far.
There
are pros and cons to it, because number one con is I don't have age mates around. So I have my elders. So I have people above me in terms of age. But I'm loving the community around me. My mom she was the one who is familiar with the community, and that's why the first month she took a leave from her work and said she's going to come here and stay with me so that she can introduce me to people around.
Oh, mom did that?
She's been with me the whole of this month, so she can introduce me to people around. I can be able to know people, if I need help, who to go to, and things like that, because she was raised here. So she knows a few people here. But now eventually, after the introductions have been done, I have seen people bring me panda hii matunda hapa. Do you see most of the fruits outside? My neighbors bring them to me. Sijui papio, it helps me with what? Tree tomato. Sijui miwa, and you're like, there's so much abundance. Ngwashi, strawberries, I have them all from my neighbors. And there's such a deep community here. Like, it's not like in the village ama in the city or in your apartment unaweza kaa 1 week
And they don't know your neighbor.
People don't even know you here.
Yes.
When you go with a car like this right now, you have to keep on saying hi to people, talk to people and everything like that. And then you see, like, the way you just came in here,
Yes.
they have known, like, they know there's a visitor somewhere, like it just goes, there's the news spread fast here.
Yes.
Because people are united.
Yeah.
So in case of even anything, it's so easy to know how to deal with it. But I'm loving the community so far. I do not know how to communicate and deal with them because there's so much elderly people, but I know I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a purpose, and maybe I'm here to fill in the gap and start encouraging youths out here.
Yes.
Come and take your ancestral land. Come and build something.
Yeah. Wow. Man, let's go deeper. Because as we take a look at the area, especially where your house is, this is like a tea plantation.
Yeah.
And I was having a side chat with Mom, and she was like, Wanjiru even wants to unpluck now the tea there,
yes,
and start planting other things.
Yeah.
What are your views on tea, and why do you want to pluck out instead of you continuing with what maybe you found here?
Because I have seen their returns. I have seen, and I know this land and what capabilities it might have. There's so much. And then you see, most people, like for my mom, because she wasn't here, the easiest thing to do is just plant it and go. It's the easiest thing to do. But now, because somebody is here, you can try do other things. I'm still trying to talk them into that.
Yes.
I know it's going to take time, just as me moving here has taken time. But I do not necessarily believe in monoculture in one land. Like, you can do many things within a certain period of time within a land that you're given. And also the returns of tea and coffee
it's tricky.
I
call them colonial, unfortunately.
I tell my mom, tukae chini na kalamu na kitabu, write for me your expenses, write for me your income, and see whether if you did something to this land, it would be able to do something better than what is being yielded from right now.
Yes.
But I'm hoping with time. For me right now, I just want to rest. This year is my year of rest.
Love it.
Yeah, I'm doing a bit of farming down at the river, a river area. I was doing my own farming for my food, but I realized I did too much. So eventually when they grow, maybe I will sell.
Yes.
But for me, this year is about rest, just enjoying this peaceful area, peaceful environment. Then after that, I can see what to do with the lands.
And I love that you've brought something out, because I was listening to something and I've been feeling that, because manze, there's a week I just don't want to do anything. Then you find yourself, you're even watching a series and you start feeling guilty. Like I think I should be doing something else. Or you find you've rested for like 4 hours.
Like you need to be productive.
I need to be productive. And I was just asking yesterday, actually it's funny because I was having this conversation even with my partner yesterday. Where do you draw a line between laziness and rest? How does rest look like, and how do you know anyway this is me being lazy, or have we now been so wired to always been so overstimulated and just be on the move, conditioned to be so overstimulated and on the move that we forgot to define rest for ourselves?
So for me, I have a why. My why is so straightforward. My why is freedom. I keep on defining what freedom looks like for me. But currently, right now, 4 to 6 hours of work a day.
Only?
Yes. The other times I'm here washing my dogs, feeding the chicken, going for a walk, 4 to 6 hours. And you will be surprised how much you can be able to accomplish if you sit down, focus for that 4 to 6 hours in a day. You can do so much.
Yes.
So once you have a why, then everything else will revolve around it. So I used to feel guilty, and I had to teach my brain that is a conditioning, that is a limiting belief. So sometimes in the evening, you'll see me strolling to the center to just go even get a cup of soup and then come back. That will take me 2 hours.
Yes.
And then maybe I go down to the river and enjoy the evening or Sunday afternoons at the river. Yeah, and just rest.
Yeah, because also I know village life doesn't mean at it's easy, because then you can also be in the village and you're even working more than
that
you
is
used
the
to.
reality here for most people. Yeah, especially people with cows and things like that. Their whole life is dependent on that kind of activity. So asubuhi uamke utafutie ng'ombe majani, you're washing the cow shed, you are milking 3 times a day, you have to take them. Yani your whole life is circling around that one thing, which is a good thing for them if they're earning an income, but that is not something I will do because my why is so strong.
And
Freedom.
Yes, freedom.
If it's not buying me freedom, I don't want it.
Yeah, your channel is actually called Freedom Living, which is absolutely beautiful. But can we go deeper?
Yes.
You're a woman in your 30s who have just decided to move in the village. You're building this life for yourself.
Yeah.
How are you dealing with societal expectations? Huyo sai anafaa kuwa ameolewa, akona watoto. What does she even mean? She built this for herself. Where is the man?
Yeah, true.
Could you, if you are open?
I am one girl who most people call controversial, but I'm not. I tend to think that I do not follow societal expectations. So I will not sit and wait for one thing to happen so that I can do the other thing.
Yes.
So I keep on following my excitement. My rule is just simple. Follow what excites you till you cannot follow it anymore. And have zero expectations for that excitement. Whatever might come, let life surprise you.
Yes.
Because if you have a certain expectation, you might be limiting yourself. It might be more than what might come from that excitement. So I simply follow my excitement. Whatever comes out of it, that is not my business. My how to do it, I don't know. I just simply follow my excitement. But I simply don't follow societal expectations. Yeah. I have been married before. I know the pros and cons of marriage. And at times you have to choose, make choices. Am I going to marry or stay single? So at this moment,
what excites you is
at this moment, what
yourself.
Excites me is this. I don't know why I had the urge to just stay by myself. I wanted to. I don't know whether a book will come out of it. I don't know. But I have a deep excitement of just sitting down by myself and doing this. So this is what is currently exciting me. And my choice as of this moment is just singlehood. Whatever comes after that, maybe children or husband, I don't know, because that's okay. Whatever comes, if it becomes an excitement. If it doesn't, well and good. Tunasonga maisha.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then every choice has its consequences. So currently, right now, I'm willing to deal with the consequences of singlehood.
Yes.
Yeah, and the advantages of it. So in my next phase, if it comes, I will deal with it as it comes. Yeah,
I think I have a pretty strong take home for me. Follow what excites you until it doesn't excite you anymore. And you know, when we were talking, we were just talking about when I decided to start this series. And it's funny because last year, I just wanted to have conversations around geopolitics. I was pretty annoyed at so many things in the society. So I would just wake up and go to my desk and just to that table and speak whatever was really bugging me. But I think, and I was going to continue with that in January. But then I remember a point around December where I was like, why don't I feel like I want to do this year? This year, why am I so excited? with land and having conversation with people who are trying to reclaim their identity through our resources. And you know, we were speaking about it. Someone said, Lynn is not doing the content that made
like you're
her
going
famous.
to lose audience for because you've changed your content.
And for the first time, I was so okay with whoever stays, whoever leaves.
Yes.
Because I was like, this is what is exciting me right
this
now.
Moment,
I could practically just do one show a whole week. And I'm just looking forward to that one show. Sitting down with that guest, learning from that guest, visiting. I've visited so many incredible people.
And
this
you're also
year.
learning because you're building your own.
A lot. So you've just affirmed that which I have been feeling. Follow that which excites you until it doesn't excite you anymore. And then something else now will. Something else will excite you.
Life is not complicated. We just try to complicate it. It's not complicated.
Mentally, how has your mind changed since you've been here?
Immensely great. Because from my bedroom, birds wake me up and the river's flowing. So that has really changed. You can even hear your heart pumping. Like it's so, I'm so grateful for this environment that I now have. It's something that I used to envision. I used to write it down. It's in my book, the way it is, and to just see it become a reality, something that I'm so grateful. My mental health right now, I don't think I'll be suffering from depression anytime soon, because one thing, I know that I have everything I need, not because I am rich, not because I have money, but I know if I want mboga nateremka huko chini. If I want kuku nachukua kuku hapo hivyo na kuchinja. Like and then the quietness here. You can just sit with a book outside, write or read, and it's so peaceful here that I love it.
I love this for you as well. And I think for me also the highlight is seeing people now start to appreciate our resources. A lot of people are starting to appreciate land. A lot of people are looking at land differently. Kumbe, this is our gold now. How does that make you feel? It
makes me feel nice. I'm so, I can't wait to see how Gen Alpha grows to this, because I'm sure our Gen Zs are trying to come back to the village and do these kinds of things. So our generations, I think we are just getting better and better. We are moving from the colonial mind to a free mind. Where we have everything we need. Where we have everything we need.
Without depending on systems and structures that don't work for us. But talking of generations, I love that you've mentioned, God, I have so many I loves today. I love that you've mentioned that. Talking of generations, because I'm looking at your mom, she's Gen X. Then here we are, millennial. You are millennial, right? Here we are, millennials. And then Gen Zs are also coming, and then Gen Alphas. I think from seeing your mom support you, it has also made me realize the importance of us realizing we are very different generations. And what your generation did is not what this generation will do or the next generation will do. So I feel like there's that secret honor of you are from a different generation and maybe this works for you. So I think it's really good.
And also to just give them some grace, even for Gen X. You understand what they're coming from mentally and how they were brought up, realizing that the city life is the goal and everything in it. So giving them grace, even at some time when I was transitioning towards telling them, I used to just wait for them to calm down. After I tell them, in case they have issues, give them some time, and then they'll tell me things. My dad used to scare me that there are leopards here at night.
To scare you up?
To scare me up. And then I came here one day and I asked my neighbor, literally, are there leopards here at night? And they, no, not that we have ever seen here. So I knew they're just being protective. So understanding them at that point is also good. Just share grace with them, because they're also dealing with their own traumas and what they were brought up to realize and to understand. And breaking from the system is not an easy thing. It is not. It requires a lot of confidence. You have to know what you want for yourself before you go out, because everyone else will tell you something different. And you can easily be swayed towards the other direction. So before you even speak your mouth on what you want to do, make sure it is exactly, like you have the confirmation, this is what I'm going for. Come rain, come sunshine. Yeah.
Has this changed your perception on money? And now how do you look at money? Because they are two different people. Money is not everything, and money is everything. So how has this life changed your perception?
No, money is not everything. It is one form of abundance, but it is not the only form of abundance. Yeah, there are many forms of abundance. And I think when you walk around, you'll just see there's fresh air as a form of abundance, there's health, there's food. So if you want like a clear, like a well-rounded view, have all these things in abundance, not just focus on one thing. Yeah.
Wow, money is just one form of abundance.
Yeah.
Leo unaturushia tu chua.
Yeah, it's not the only form of abundance. There is community, there is friendship, there is love, family. There is so much forms of abundance. You cannot just focus on one and put your life dependent on one. When will you experience the others?
Good. Well, so much. Let me touch on the structure now. Your home, as you said, you came and you refurbished a lot of it. It's very beautiful, but it's also minimalistic.
Yes.
Was that by choice?
Yes. Yeah. Like the more you have a lot, I feel like the more your mind is also crowded.
Okay.
So I want everything to be where it's supposed to be. If it doesn't have a place, it doesn't belong here. Yeah, so that is how I decided to have just a minimal home. And then I'm just the only one here, living here. So it suits me well.
It's good for you.
Yeah.
Water, electricity, how do you go about that?
Yeah, we have electricity.
Yes.
So we are not totally off grid.
Okay.
But that's the plan eventually.
Yes.
But for water, we do wells here. So yeah.
Okay, you do wells. I've seen you have a water tower there.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. But maybe before we end, or maybe before we wind up, you've spoken about your product business, not an ad, but is that something you want to talk to our audience about?
Yeah.
And then I just love your vlogging journey on
Thank
your
you.
YouTube channel.
Thank
you are
you.
doing amazing.
Thank you.
I'm subscribed. I love it. I'm just there commenting and just showing you love.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about it, also feel free to talk about that.
Okay.
And then also if there's something I have left and you are like, well, Lynn, tuwezi maliza hii shuka hujamaliza hiyo part, feel free to address that as well.
Okay, so I run a beauty organic business. It's called Weyathi.
Weyathi.
Yes.
Yes.
Meaning?
Freedom.
Yes. So we formulate products.
Yes.
Organic products, body products, and our famous, what we are known for is the castor oil.
Okay.
Cold pressed castor oil, which has a lot of benefits to the body.
Yes.
So you can find us on our social media handles as Weyathi, WIYATHI,
Yes.
Organics.
Okay.
That is what is supporting my lifestyle as of now.
Yes.
I've also ventured into YouTube recently.
Yes.
Started in March, end of Feb there. And my YouTube channel is called Freedom Living.
Yeah.
Or Eddah Kenya. I'm still learning how to go about it, but I'm enjoying the journey. I love to film. And I right now have a purpose of, I call myself, I'm in my oversharing stage. I don't know why I feel like want to share, because there's so many women who are locked up somewhere. I have to wait for something to happen so that I can do things. So I feel like I'm talking to a woman out there, telling you do not have to wait for you to get married, to have kids so that you can build your life or build a house. go do it.
Yes.
Because I remember there's a time a lady friend of mine called me and told me, na ukiolewa, umeshajenga nyumba na ukiolewa utafanya. We will know when we cross the bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, like you cannot put your life on a standstill.
Waiting for
something that you are not sure whether it's going to come or not come.
Live your now.
Live your now. Tomorrow will live by itself. I'm so grateful for seeing you guys here. And I remember when my parents came here for the first time and my auntie came here, she said, huyu ameongeleshwa na Mungu. And then I was like, oh, nyinyi mlikuwa mnaniambia tena
nisifanye. Yes.
Sasa hii nimeongeleshwa na Mungu. Like I even wondered how she came across it, and then she told me, with this world of ours, Shiro umeongeleshwa na Mungu directly. Hajatumana, amekuja kukuongelesha directly. So I know I am where I'm supposed to be, and I am grateful. And one thing, how I tell I'm where I'm supposed to be is how easy things flow for me. When things are just flowing naturally, like even for you coming, you know you were supposed to come here like immediately. I've moved in, and then I told you, Lynn, ngoja kidogo tuingishe vitu. Like I'm like everything is just flowing the way it's supposed to be, and that is how I know I'm in my right direction and in my right path. Yeah.
There's no confusion. There's just clarity.
It's clarity, right, left, center. And I love that. Yeah.
And I love that for you as well.
Thank you.
It's becoming a very beautiful community that we are building here.
Yeah.
To be honest, I think the last 5 months, I have learned more than I have learned the last 3 years. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
This has been my learning, unlearning, and relearning period
season.
For me. Like this is just a season I hold dear.
Yeah.
I can't even trade these conversations for anything. They've been healing. I'm being nurtured. I'm being inspired. I'm being motivated. I go to places and I don't take it for granted that people like you are opening your doors to me to have these conversations. A lot of you are like 90 steps ahead of me. So every moment for me, just sitting and learning, I feel like I'm also in my clarity era. It's been so easy, so effortless. This has been the most seamless year
for you
of my life.
And that shows clarity. That shows you're in the right path, doing what you're supposed to be doing, and which is a good thing.
Good thing.
I'm so grateful for you because also for your videos, we're also learning a lot.
I hope
how to
so.
Plant.
For
me, who is currently touching a djembe for the first time. So how to do those things, your videos are really helpful, and we are so grateful for you. You know, immediately I decided I'm coming here in January. Nikaona, you've started your claiming your identity. I'm like, what? Like kumbe Mungu akikuongelesha wewe, anaongelesha pia wengine. It's just not you. There are people else who are also being told the same thing. So that you can see you are not alone. And which is a very, very good thing.
The community. That community is what I was telling your mom. You gotta miss the days when we were growing up, and if a neighbor is cooking chapati, nyi wote munajua ule munakula chapati, you know. If something good was happening in the village, all of you would be part and parcel of it. I miss and crave those days.
We are going back there. We are going back there slowly and surely.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I want to wind up. Is there anything you feel like, Lynn, let me just touch on this? And also, what would that parting shot look like for our audience?
I don't feel there's anything we've not touched on.
Okay, beautiful.
I'm so grateful for you and your team for being here. I do not take that for granted, coming all the way here. So I'm grateful. Continue with your good job. So all I would ask is mukuje YouTube. Come to my YouTube, support me, and show me love, because I want that to be my source of income as well. And yeah, that's it.
And it's gonna happen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wanjiru. It's been an honor coming here, meeting you, meeting your people, meeting your mom.
Yeah.
Eating mayai kienyeji.
Yeah.
The vibe is vibing,
Yeah.
and I hope we stay connected even
Yeah.
after these episodes. And I just want to thank you once again for encouraging our audience.
Yeah.
And I hope to you guys at home, this has inspired you. So many take homes from today's conversation. And I just hope you go to her channel and do what we do. You guys never fail me when it comes to that. So let's get her to over 10K subscribers or even 100K. Her channel has been on the screen, and also her business details are on the screen. If you feel like you've connected with this and you want to support her on her YouTube channel or even order a product, guys, go and do what you gotta do. It's not an ad, but I always love leaving details for you. Phone numbers, email, do we have any? Or how can they go about that?
So for my product business, we have an official number.
Okay.
0724 902 104.
Okay.
Then for my YouTube, maybe an email.
Yes.
It's freespiritededdah@gmail.com.
Love it. freespiritededdah@gmail.com. Yeah, so guys, I've made sure that I've left all the details for you on the screen. And just from me to you is to say thank you. You got us to 1.5 million subscribers. Honestly, I just feel like sometimes this is just a dream. And I hope if you guys never think I am ungrateful, nisameheni, because me, I'm so grateful. We've had a beautiful journey together, and I don't take you for granted. So thank you. Always, I love to hear from you. What is your take home on the comment section? Go and leave your take home there. And remember once again to go to her channel, subscribe, and tell her we really loved seeing you on LNN. That said, I know a lot of you have seen a couple of people we are working with on the platform. Personally, if you are looking for anyone, matters irrigation, I'm going to have to plug in AquaHub here, because the work they did on our farm is absolutely amazing. So if you're looking into having drip irrigation or any other type of irrigation installed in your farm, talk to our partners at AquaHub and they will do an amazing job for you. We are also making sure that we are bringing a lot of content, matters planting. We are all organic. We are going fully organic. And I love that we also get to work with people at AgroPest Solution for all our plant needs. If we see something on the farm, we are calling them and we are like, Collins and team, what is this and how can we go about it in an organic way? I want us to go back to believing in how our ancestors lived, and that is why we have to be very cautious of the food that we are eating and how we have grown them. So if in your farm you are struggling with a thing or two, or you need an agronomist to advise you or anything, talk to our people at AgroPest Solution. And lastly, I see a lot of you did check out Valerie on our platform. Yeah, they just launched their estate, Yaval estate. They are next to our farm, 10 minutes. And I can't wait to meet you guys on Saturday, the guys that are coming for a site visit. I'm gonna be in the farm just to make sure that you guys see what we're also doing in our farm. So if you're looking for a community around Nanyuki, Yaval, they have an amazing piece of land there for you. Eminent Scott in Nanyuki, take a look at that property, and I'm wishing you all the best in your investment journey. Thanking my team also for this amazing production, from our editors to the production team on ground. We don't take you for granted. And if you want to share a similar story, you can find me through our email, info@lnn.digital or lynn.ngugi@lnn.digital. Leave me a brief of your story and I'll personally get in touch with you. Yeah, that's it, guys. Let's continue reclaiming our identity through the soil. And from me to you, I'm wishing you all the best. If this is a path that you are choosing, I know sometimes it can get hard in terms of capital, but I'm really wishing you all the best. No matter what, just don't give up on yourself. So, all right, guys. Bye-bye.